Hello, beautiful people. My name is Naila, your host for the Art of Living show. Our guest today is not just making moves, she is making history. Unapologetically feminine, she's a corporate strategist, creative visionary, and beautiful inside out. She is none other than Alice Owambo. She invites us to her home to have a look around and to have a conversation. Let's discover, explore, and engage. What a gorgeous space. My goodness.
Welcome to my humble abode.
Oh, wow.
I hope you love it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So minimalistic.
Oh, thank you.
So sleek and elegant.
Thank you.
Just like a lady herself.
And just like you too.
Ish. You know, with that headscarf, I want to know how to tie that.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
It was quite an assignment. But
Is
I think
it?
I remembered some previous clip I saw on some Parisian feminine women.
Okay.
Which inspired this style.
Look at you.
Yeah.
I want our videographer to just turn around for them to just see how gorgeous you just look. I mean, everything about you is inspired by France or something?
Mostly. I think it's by the world.
Okay.
You know, inspired by the world.
Okay.
But there's a lot of French influence in my
Okay.
life in the past maybe 7 years in a way that is insane.
Really?
Yeah.
I wanted us to talk about that.
Yeah.
But before we do that, Miss Alice, this is for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Naila. And
Thank you for opening your beautiful space to us.
Karibu.
I saw a couple of plants when I was walking in. I was
Yes.
like, this one, she's gonna love it.
I was surprised too because I've been trying to get more potted plants for inside the house.
Yes.
To improve the greenery, you know.
Yes.
And when I saw this in your hands, I'm like, wow, how did she know?
Oh, yeah?
You know, so thank you so much for this.
I'm happy
So
that I got it
thoughtful.
right. For somebody
So
who's minimalistic,
thoughtful.
sometimes it's hard to know what to give them, what gift. But plants, you know, you're always right.
Yes.
To
And I
be-
think you're a wise woman. I think your intuition was strong on this one.
Is it?
I think so, because this was spot on.
It was spot on.
Yeah. Thank you.
You know,
so
we do
much.
that with all our guests.
Yes.
Because sometimes you wouldn't know what gift would be ideal. So whether or not you love plants,
Yes.
I try to persuade
Yes.
everybody, including our viewers, to have plants in their spaces.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
good thing. It's a good thing.
I want to talk about your space. And you know what?
Yes.
That plant actually complements your seats.
It
Look
does.
at that.
It does. It found the perfect home.
Yes,
I
it
think
did.
so. Yeah.
It's like I knew.
It's like I'm like, it's like, how did she know?
I know, right?
Yeah.
Can you look at this space? So sleek, so minimalistic.
Thank you.
Clean curtains. Just everything is in its place. So beautiful.
Thank you.
For
Thank
people
you so
who
much,
love
Naila.
minimalistic style, I love what you got in this space. And just the colors that are so subtle. The tones are just beautiful, very calming. Just knowing the colorful person that you are, I'm pleasantly surprised that your space is minimalism. Why minimalism?
Yeah.
How do you balance?
Yeah, in fact, you know, as you're talking, I'm thinking back to the shifts I've made around even my space over time, you know, because
Yeah.
I used to be a maximalist.
Oh, why you?
I was a maximalist, you
Okay.
know, maybe in another point in time.
Okay.
I'm still a colorful person, as you know,
Yes.
comes with the territory
Yes.
of work and all that.
Yeah.
But I think at some point when I started to pursue my divinity, my spiritual awakening in a deeper way,
Yeah.
you know, not the religious way that we grew up in,
Yeah.
but in a more authentic, personalized way.
Okay.
I think I fumbled upon the concept of it's not things that bring you joy. It's this sense of being.
The sense of
Being. And it's not found in things.
Okay.
Do things make our lives more colorful? Yes. Of course, we can't be without the things because they enable us to live, but it's not the things themselves. It is actually in the being,
In the being.
just as you. So that made me start to declutter slowly by slowly and figuring out then what is my style going to be without all these things.
Okay.
And I finally found a pattern that worked for me.
That works for you.
Yeah.
I'm curious, when you were maximalist, what season were you in your life?
I think I was in I feel like I was in a season of a bit of survival, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, season of survival, building as well. I mean, building, of course, but building.
What do you mean building?
It's sort of building career.
Okay.
Building, you know, young family.
Okay.
So there's a lot of business.
No, I thought you were in real estate as well.
Oh yeah, I mean building homes. Yeah, building my home, my first home.
Okay.
You know, so that was the season of really just building life. You know.
Yes.
And I think that comes with a lot of, I think also being in that masculine state of wanting to achieve.
Yes.
You know, and being taking lead and all that. So I felt like I think my achievement for me was defined by getting those things.
Okay.
So that was what defined my maximally. So for me, it was getting the things, you know, more of this, more of jewelry, more of you know, accessories, just more of everything, more of things,
extra
things.
You were
know.
extra,
and also I thought that those things also were a mark of success.
I see.
You know, by the world standards, we see flashy cars. We actually conditioned, you know, big houses. We are conditioned actually. We can't blame ourselves. We are conditioned to see those things as symbols of the true success. And in some point they are. Because if you achieve financial success over time, then those things become part of you. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if that is the only thing that will define success for you, then for me, I found that not to be the true sense of fulfillment. Because funny enough, the more things I got, I didn't get any happier.
Okay.
I didn't get any happier. It was temporary joy. You know, there was joy for, oh wow, I achieved this. I bought my first home. It was temporary sense of happiness. But the joy, something just didn't change inside of me. The true joy just didn't, there was no big shifts. And I kept on wondering, how come? So I've worked hard.
Yes.
I've achieved all these things.
Yes.
But why isn't there no sense of true joy? Like,
you
know, the joy that they say in the Bible, be like a child.
Yes.
Be childlike.
Yeah, be childlike.
Yeah.
So that wasn't you.
It wasn't me. You
Interesting.
Know. Yeah.
I'd like to just bring that conversation back to the space.
Yeah.
And just walking into space, I felt very calm.
Yeah.
I felt very centered because even the choice of your art pieces, you know, very few of them are colorful, but it feels like you picked them very intentionally.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
They are few,
but
it feels like they mean so much to you. Could we talk about the few pieces that you have and what they mean to you?
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So, so you can see there's a blend of a bit of African, a little bit.
Yes.
So if I pick, for example, the impala's head, it was picked up during a trip to Kambani, and you know they're known for being artisans, and that's really spoke to me. I mean, it's a bit eccentric, it's huge, but also it's kind of like having an animal looking at you from your wall, right?
Yeah.
But also for me, it's also love nature as well.
Yes.
So that always takes me back to like Masai Mara or something.
Okay.
And I've kept it for so long.
Okay.
Even when I sold everything else or gave out things, that always stayed with me. I think it's a very special piece.
Yeah.
Even when it got broken, I still kept it there.
Oh,
that is one.
Yes.
Another centerpiece for me, I guess, it's this. So I acquired this from an acquaintance actually, who was moving back to the US. And when I walked into her house when she was offloading things, it just spoke to me. You know, it's the serenity.
Yes.
So I think they say during the season of decluttering and transitioning to minimalism, all these pieces kind of found me.
Okay.
That's the funny part.
Okay.
Think about just the blue ocean, blue sky, simple.
Yes.
It's just the sky, really. It's just taking a picture of the sky and putting it on an artwork, but that was enough for me.
Yeah.
So I was not going for more. I was like, that's enough. So the art of enoughness has
Were you
been my
stopping
mantra.
yourself from, I can't take anymore?
I was.
Okay.
No, I was. Even some of the things I got from the lady, I actually gave them to my sibling because I knew they needed this and that. Someone always needs the things you don't. So don't keep them.
Okay.
That's number one rule for me. And number two is don't keep garbage in your house. Things you don't need. So that's my other mantra for me. So another interesting piece is the one behind you.
Okay.
I got this from, again, another lady who was decluttering her house.
Okay.
I know, look at that.
It's
and
gorgeous.
it's a Japanese piece. I think she's a geisha.
All right.
I got this from Lisa Christopherson, the
Yes,
female
I know
rally
Lisa,
driver.
yes.
And I've kept it since. I think also, speaks to the culture. I love culture. I love
Yes.
studying the Orient.
Yes.
And I think I love it. It's just perfect where it is.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think you see also a bit of horse pieces around.
Yes, I'm seeing
Yes.
that. Yes.
So it goes without saying,
Yeah.
being an equestrian
Yes. What's
person.
equestrian?
Equestrian is the art.
So that
Yes.
our viewers can understand.
Yeah.
They're like,
yes.
that water just passed me.
It just passed you. Yes. So equestrian is the science of, it's the equine sports. It's linked to horses. So it is anything linked to horses, anything. Riding it, keeping it, rearing it, playing sports with it.
Okay.
So that is the equestrian world.
So I just see you right now on a horse.
You do?
Riding with that scarf.
Oh, I know.
A white horse.
Oh my God.
In a ranch.
Oh my God. You just spoke my dreams.
Did
You
I?
did. You
Yeah.
just verbalized my vision board.
Yes, because
You did.
as I was walking and I saw that art piece, the 3
Yes.
horses
Yes.
with different colors.
Yeah.
How would you, what does that art piece mean to you?
I think for me it means freedom.
Okay.
One of the things I discovered during my journey as an equestrian person now, first of all, I used to be afraid of horses, so it's so ironic that the thing you're most afraid of maybe is the thing that you need the most in life. And at a time in life when I was, working, just trying to discover self and, reset, I bumped into horses in a special way. And so for me, the idea
Physically?
of a horse, physically, literally, physically.
okay.
Rode my first, got a first riding experience 3 years ago, and I never looked back.
Okay.
But what I discovered through these animals, there's a quiet strength that they have.
Quite strength.
Keyword, quiet strength.
Yeah.
Because you're always conditioned to think that for you to be seen as strong and powerful, influential,
Yeah.
you need to be you need to be out of yourself to be someone else that you're not.
Yeah.
But the horse is just who they are. They're strong, powerful, gracious, beautiful, and they're free. When you see them running across the ranches, like you mentioned,
Yeah.
they just have this sense of freedom that they belong in this world.
Yeah.
So that grounds me a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you think that's whom you have been all along?
I actually don't know, to be honest. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, because I've also had to recondition some of the beliefs I've had, even from home,
Okay.
around who I should be. So I've defined that for myself over time.
Okay.
But also a lot of it has been what I learned from home, the good parts as well, that have taken me to where I am now, as I get into 40s and all that.
Yeah.
So maybe part of that has been who I've always been.
Okay.
And maybe now I'm rediscovering a side that I didn't know exist. And now I'm loving that.
Interesting. Interesting.
Thank you.
I've known you in the past,
Yes.
and just walking to space, it's so serene,
Yeah.
very elegant, and also there is something about your corridor as we were walking through here.
Yeah.
I want us to talk about your corridor.
Okay.
You have very thoughtful ideas on how to have a plant stand there, shoes.
Yeah.
You don't want clutter. Just don't place my plants anywhere. They've gotta be organized.
True.
Talk to me about, and even, those jugs
Yes.
with beads.
Yeah.
Very tasteful.
Okay.
Talk to me about how you decorated your corridor.
Yes. So as you can see already, the designer of this home forgets everything in the house.
Yeah.
You can see they went for space.
I agree.
From the corridor
Yes.
to even inside, it's quite expansive.
Yes.
So I thought to myself, that was done for a reason. If they wanted us to squeeze ourselves in rooms, they would have given us those European-style tiny corridors.
Absolutely.
So I thought about it, I said, this was done for a reason. So why do we clutter spaces that have been given for us already? This is a gift. Having a spacious house, it's normally not easy to get. Most constructors
Lately.
optimize, optimize space for costs and all that. So I thought, I'm not going to ruin this. I'm not. You know, I need the house to breathe. I tell my house manager, let the house breathe. I want all the windows every morning. Let that cold wind that you're feeling now, I tell her, open them. Open the windows. Like, take a sweater, but open the window. Let the house breathe. Because the house is alive.
Yes.
It's not just stone, brick and mortar. Because we are inside it and plants are here, they are living things in this house. So I love the house to breathe. So the corridor as well is part of the home. So you can see it's just let it breathe, minimal things. I want plants, but I don't want a full garden. I can't have a garden there. It's not built for a garden. So just a taste of the garden is what I went for.
Okay. You're like, I got you there, but be organized.
Exactly. Like the hair.
Plants, but be organized.
But be organized,
Grow and behave.
Yes. Or I'll trim you off.
Or I'll trim you off. Okay. And the shoes. Visitors, we have a rack.
Yes.
So no, please don't just have your shoes scattered at the door.
True. It
Boss
helps.
ladies talking.
Oh, but it helps, right? You know the pressure of when you're entering a space, you don't know, do I need to move my shoes?
Yeah.
But I think that gives some good guidance.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
On, you know,
There is the other room that you have, the TV room.
Yes.
What does that mean to you? And why that kind of style? I see the fabric there is, I mean, the seats are different. The style there is a bit different. It's a bit more colorful than the living room.
Yes.
And the character there is very different. It's tiny, whimsy kind of.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
Yes. So that, I call that kind of the hiding place, right?
Okay.
So because we have 3 people in this home. So there's myself, there's my daughter, and my boy, who I'll talk about slightly after.
Okay.
So that room is actually one that was the middle ground for everybody.
Okay.
Right? Because mommy will need the living room, like, you know, the typical watoto waende wacheze huko. You know, the typical think about when you grew up.
Yeah.
Get out of the sitting room, you know, what are you doing here? You know. Then of course my son now needs space.
How old is your daughter?
She's 5.
And they don't spill stuff on the carpet and your cream seat here. Oh, she's very organized.
Unlikely, yeah. She's organized, but also she has space. You see, that's the beauty of space.
Okay.
She has space to do anything she wants elsewhere.
All right.
So she wouldn't.
But I've seen her room is very colorful.
It is very colorful, and she has the freedom.
Okay.
To put any color.
Okay.
To spill juice.
In her room.
And it's okay.
That's where she's supposed to do all that.
Exactly. And when her friends come, that's where she can have her freedom.
Okay.
But also in the kitchen when they're doing artwork, paintwork.
But this is mommy's space.
Not really mommy's, but it's more sacred.
Okay.
And I think even the house manager also works overtime to ensure that this space remains very sacred as well.
I'm trying to picture the Alice that I know and your space. And I find like these are 2 different people. Your space is very glorious and very airy. I'm seeing you also have a waterfall there. I could hear the waterfall, the sound of the waterfall, very calming, very soothing. Talk to me about your balcony.
Balconies offer such relief, to be honest. You know, first of all, it gets you out of the 4 walls.
Yes.
So I love that balcony because it takes me back to the world.
Okay.
Especially even when I don't need to go out, for example. Once I'm there, I'm out already, you know, and I get to connect with nature and just to connect with everything outside the house as well.
Okay.
I love it. Also, when I have friends, we have sometimes we do chill there. We have some wine there.
Yeah.
You know, there's also kind of a couch there as well.
Yes.
If anyone wants to just chill and just be in their thoughts and lost in their thoughts.
Yes.
Sometimes I even have my Zoom calls from out there.
Okay.
As I sip coffee.
Yes.
So it offers for me also a kind of an escape as well. So I actually get there and I close the curtain so nobody knows I'm even there.
Oh, wow.
So when I finish, oh, Mama, you're around. I'm like, yeah, I'm around. You didn't know.
Nice escape.
I was actually here, but outside.
Okay.
So it's also an escape for me as well.
All right.
But mostly just for connecting to the outside space.
To the outdoors.
Yes.
Your curtains also match and complement your space beautifully.
Yeah.
Talk to me the choice of curtains and why did you go for this color?
Yeah.
It looks beautiful. Is this silk?
It is silk, or is it
Okay.
like a semi-silk? I think silk
Okay.
mixed with,
Yeah.
is it poly?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
a mix of silk and another fabric as well. Yes, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And you have expansive windows, so that's what you were going for, because
Yes.
it gives your space a very elegant feel.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It does, and
Yeah.
also it also does not take away from the window. If you think about the curtain, the color of the curtain,
Yes.
it's not again coming to darken. So again, the gift was given of the large window.
Okay.
So again, locking it out again
Okay.
really makes sense for me.
All right.
And of course, when I say I was a maximalist before, I had huge, heavy curtains in my previous
What
life.
colors were those?
Oh my God. So
I'm
the living room
curious.
had like some sort of brown, but not quite brown, you
Okay.
know. And they were like huge with the curtain box. So I said, I don't want to see any more curtain boxes in any other house I get
Okay.
into. But also this color, as you can see, it just blends into the wall. It's like there are no curtains really, you know, it just calms the soul. And you know, and also you can use this for over a long period of time.
Okay.
Whatever house you get into, that color,
Yes.
you can use in any house for over 10 years even.
Ooh.
So it's also usable.
Long lasting.
Exactly, it's also long lasting.
I like that.
Yeah.
Can we talk about this focal wall?
Okay.
I love the textures and the gold touch
Yeah.
on it. It feels so cozy, so va-va-voom, but in a very subtle way.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Yes. So you can see that this wallpaper was a touch of a bit of what you said, my elegance.
Yes.
So you know, so it appears here.
Yes.
It appears on only one wall on
Okay.
the other room, and then there's also
It's
yes,
wallpaper?
it's wallpaper. Yes.
Okay.
You can see it's wallpaper. So
Okay.
yes. So as you can see, also I only picked one wall again for a reason.
All right.
So that I also now don't again remove from the plainness of the
Yes,
walls.
yes.
So just a touch of it. So I think everything, as I said, is just a dash. Like I want it, yes,
Yeah.
but please, just a dash of it.
Not too much.
Not too much.
Did you hear? The maximalists out there.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, it's all about people's taste and what you love, and you're just so thriving in this space.
Thank you.
Grit, glam, and everything beautiful. I feel so grounded. I feel like I must ask very straightforward questions. Just because I'm in this
Yeah,
space.
that's
And even the carpet here complements the space beautifully. We are gonna go into a break in a short while, and we're gonna talk about your furniture. Very grounded furniture.
Thank you.
The colors, the brown tones. Stay tuned. Welcome back to part 2 of the Art of Living show. Today we're having a minimalistic inspired kind of kitchen, and this one has a theme, by the way. It has a name. Tell us, Miss Alice.
So
Alice the Wonderland.
yes. So my little kitchen is known as the Little Monaco.
Esh.
Yes. The tiny Monaco. Yes.
Why?
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Well, for one, I mean, who doesn't want to be in Monaco?
I like that.
First of all.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
My exploits
Yes.
in Monaco
Uh-huh.
on several occasions, which
Yes.
I'm really grateful for, have really inspired, you know, me. And I think part of the what you said, pure but tasteful,
Yes.
also comes from that place as well.
Yes.
Also for the kitchen, I think it gives you that French outdoor place. You know, like when you go to Paris and there are those outdoor restaurants, you're just eating by the streets and nobody even is bothering you.
Yeah.
So this is my street, my Monaco street,
Oh,
and this
I
is my
love
little
it.
tiny 4 tables. Normally they're tiny tables, you're squeezing with your neighbors.
Okay.
So this is the one to bond for the family and also friends. I don't even need to go to the living room. So Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you come here, you're in the inner circle.
Yes. Yes.
This is the kitchen.
Yeah.
This is the cabinet. It's called the cabinet what?
The kitchen cabinet?
The kitchen
Yes,
cabinet. This one.
Yeah.
Hey, we're important. VIP, Art of Living viewers.
Total.
Let me tell you, we love Art of Living because it gets us to access these exclusive spaces. But I also felt like you are Parisian inspired. I'm smelling the scent of bread. It's smelling in this kitchen. So much bread. You should see my producer. She's about to get on this set of her bread. Bread, I'm smelling bread. Honestly, I can't help it, but it smells really, really, really amazing. Yeah, do you bake?
I do bake.
Were you baking before we got here?
I didn't have time for this time, but
Yeah.
next time definitely I'll do a small baking showcase.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But before we go into baking, I want us to talk about furniture because that's what we said when we were going on a break. Your furniture are statement pieces. Each one of them, I'm looking at them and I can tell you took time to pick each and every piece from
Yeah.
the sofas to
Yeah.
the cabinets. Take me through the journey of furnishing your space with the
Yes.
furniture.
Thank you. I mean, furniture, I think it's part of my collector's, what do you call, greed, collecting nice things. You know, that appetite for collecting nice things. So I think one of the things, I guess, that formed the criteria was it had to be something nice. First of all, remember what I said,
Yeah.
don't just put garbage in your house. Like, why? It's your sacred abode. Do you see people taking trash to the altar or to church? No, they think about the gift, the item. So your home is a sacred place.
Okay.
So I always think it has to come in here.
Okay.
It has to be worth it, right? But
Okay.
also I take my time. So there's a time when half of the couches were not here. Like the place was even more empty. Because I was waiting for the right time to afford the right furniture. So it's
Okay.
almost about a year. It was much more, it was like a football field. But I was happy with that.
Okay.
Guests were coming, sitting on the dining. I'm like, yes.
Okay.
Until when I was ready, because
Okay.
it cost a bit more money at the time.
Yes.
So yeah, taking my time to get these things
Yeah.
helped me a lot.
Yeah.
But also when I see it, you also know it. You know, when you develop the taste, like what I say, that taste, when you see it, you know it. I can't explain. When you see it, you know it.
Yeah.
Also got lucky as well. One of the ladies I think I mentioned before,
Yeah.
who was going back to the US,
Yes.
who had gotten some furniture from the US and was selling them as well. So I got
Okay.
some nice furniture as well from
Okay.
US. One of the brown dots
Okay.
on the other side, like brown with the heavy wood on the side.
Yes.
That's all for the US.
All right.
So again, also a bit of luck there. I think when you look for something, it looks for you too.
Agree.
So I think that's the case of this home.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a story you didn't tell us on why you decluttered. What happened in
Yes.
your life? What was that turning point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's linked to the part I was mentioning around when you are in the phase of that building phase, you know, and that's in the prime of career. You're now, like I said, building your home, you know, building family, setting them up in those good schools, and acquiring, you know, that phase of acquiring, and that comes with you just want to acquire more and more because you just keep on going, you don't know where to stop. And I guess that's the curse of our generation, consumerism. We don't know when it's enough, you know. And like I said, the more I acquired these things, items,
The more you felt empty.
I'm like, okay, how come I'm just back to where I was? So it's not these things. That's
you
not the
are not
problem.
feeling
I was not feeling
fulfilled.
fulfilled. Despite even a promotion at work. It's a good thing, of course. It's a beautiful thing and you're grateful.
Yeah.
But there's no sense of joy until now I began connecting more with the
Did something
trigger.
trigger
I'm trying to think. There's something trigger. Yeah.
that turning point? Because that happens to so many people. And at that point, you're like, I'm not feeling happy about my life.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the significant, the real, I'm trying to think back to it. It's not coming to me. But I know that, you know, one day I just woke up and it just didn't make sense. I'm trying to think of the moment itself and the year.
Yeah.
Maybe it could be maybe 2016, I guess, you know, or maybe 17. And, you know, and I just I think that's when life loses meaning.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you are asked, why am I chasing for all these things? What is all this for?
Okay.
And I think most people come to that point in life.
Yes.
When, you know, it could be something that happened to someone else.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
And you ask, what is all this for? There must be a higher purpose. There must be a higher meaning. And I guess that's maybe the point as well in my life where I began building my life's purpose. And I realized when I read my purpose statement, it had got nothing to do with acquiring anything. And that was, for me, profound. I'm like, there's no way I said my purpose is linked to, I was talking about buying a ranch in a state. There was nothing like that. It was all linked to being my authentic self and bringing my gifts into the world. Well, if that gift is money, so be it. But more of the time, the gifts are what is put in you already that helps you to manifest the life that you want.
For some reason, that bread, the smell of the bread, you know, when somebody else eats the bread, it feels like, I think the oven is burning. Were you baking? Because I'm smelling this. When somebody is hungry and they want to eat and you're a guest and you don't want to say, can I have some bread? That is me right now.
Yeah, I can see. Like the pressure is on, right?
The pressure is on. It's smelling really nice. I'm politely asking, can I have some bread?
You can have all the bread you want. You're in the bread house of bread. You're the house of bread.
Can you blame me? Can you blame me, beautiful people? Look at this.
In the house of bread. So you're in the right place. I think your producer earlier was salivating. And I realized me and her have something in common. Yeah. That's love, obsession.
I'm telling you.
Bread.
I've never seen her so happy since we started producing together. Amazing. Trust me, wow. I am so happy. I got her happiness.
That's amazing.
Now we're good friends.
Now you're perfect friends.
Even better.
Yes. So I'd like to sample some of the bread.
Okay.
Yes. So we've got a lot of collection here. So I'll put them on the table.
All right.
Do you want to take this one?
Yes. Happily. I'm hungry. So yes, please.
So lots of bread, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to tell our top living viewers, you're very welcome. Please indulge. Enjoy some of this freshly baked.
And there's all these nice dips and butters. And
yum.
I think your producer now, she wants to resign and come live in my house now. So be careful there, because you might lose her.
No, all we need to do is get her bread and we're fine.
And get her to invest in a bakery. That's an idea.
I'm telling you.
So there's nice fruit here as well.
Oh, thank you.
So you're not too dehydrated.
Thank you.
And there's butter.
You're so posh, my God. Oh, Miss Ellis.
This goes here.
You're well-traveled, Ellis.
I can say yes.
Yes.
Yeah?
You are privileged to travel to different countries. Has that influence been able has that travel inspired the look in your space?
Definitely it has. I once saw that 2 significant trips particularly.
Yes.
So there's the Monaco trip that inspired my little Monaco.
Okay.
My little Monaco kitchen. So Nyla, I think the table is set.
Okay.
And I'd like to invite you to Little Monaco to indulge.
Yes. How much
in your new best food, bread.
My new best friend. For me, I'm just looking at this food.
And there's also fruits for you, so
yes, I'm so happy.
Yay. But there's also, I think this will make you happier, there's also kombucha. So I brew my own kombucha.
Okay, could you tell our viewers what kombucha is for those who don't know?
Kombucha is a probiotic drink.
All right.
Which is geared to help your gut health. You know, all health starts in the gut.
Yes.
So it's homemade. There's a yeast. Okay. Yes, there's a yeast that you purchase. It's very affordable. Then you can either use any of the tea brews. So you brew tea. I think for me, I use teas, green tea or black tea with sugar to give the yeast to the food. And then dark storage for about 3 weeks, and there you are, voila.
That's it, and then you put water.
Because that's the tea. That's the tea.
What is this?
So
fruit? Is it a fruit?
No, that's the yeast.
Oh.
So the yeast is called the SCOBY.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So what happens? Yes. Okay. So what happens is the first So this is actually the what do you call it? Sixth generation. So the first generation already I threw it off, so it grows. So this gave birth to this.
Okay.
So I can either reuse this again or this, give this away, or keep on generating new Scooby. So you can do this for over like 20 brews if you want.
Unbelievable.
Exactly. So this is the newest brew in town.
Oh wow.
Yeah. This has been ready for a while. It's been in the fridge, so it's ready for drinking.
Okay.
So this will be processed, let's say, in the day.
So if our viewers want to do this, you said they buy the yeast.
You buy the Scooby, yes. That's it.
Okay.
Then you brew about a liter of tea, black tea or whatever tea you want. Then you add sugar to your taste.
Okay.
Then you put the Scooby into the tea.
Okay.
And ferment for about 2 to 3 weeks in a dark room.
I might do that because I love my tea. So this is better than having the teas that we normally have every day.
Because it has those probiotic benefits.
I like that.
Yes. So I'd like to pour a little for you.
Thank you.
To taste, and as you can see, it's got lots of yeast particles.
All right.
Which forms part of the health benefits as well.
Okay.
Because it continues fermenting even after you've removed it from the mother.
Oh, is it?
As well.
Okay.
So it's really just a really nice creation process, right?
All right.
So you're going to dilute it with water because it's really concentrated.
All right.
Yeah.
I can have a seat?
You can have a seat, please.
Thank
please,
you.
please. Where are my manners?
Merci beaucoup, mademoiselle.
Where are my
how do
manners?
they? No worries. But this is not in Monaco. How do they say welcome?
Enchanté.
Enchanté. Enchanté.
I hope I'm right.
Hey. We'll find out later. After we eat it.
Yes.
After eating.
So I hope it's not too diluted. You can taste and let me know. Yes. So there's 2 bread varieties here. Then there's baguette as well, in case you're interested.
Okay.
And yes, so you can feel free to sample that.
All right, thank you.
This lovely local butter.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, very soft and yum.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And I forgot to tell you, I'm also a collector of tea things.
All right.
So teapots.
Okay.
Teacups.
Nice.
So coincidentally, so a friend of mine, Armenian actually, got gifted this to me.
That's
from
so
one
cute.
of his trips.
And beautiful, my God.
Thank you. And I've kept it. And actually, this is the alphabet letter for A.
Oh, wow.
So this is letter A.
What a brilliant gift.
Well,
thoughtful.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very thoughtful gift.
Yeah. So part of my traveling escapades, I think you asked me about my travel.
Yes.
As well.
Yes.
So you know the way you travel, then you want to shop and fill the whole suitcase?
Yes.
That used to be me back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bring
shopping
back things.
clothes. Yeah.
I'm like, who's gonna wear them? So now what I do, I spend money on experiences.
Okay.
Because that's why you went there for experience.
Yes.
And then I also now look for collector's items. So these 2 pieces are from Abu Dhabi.
Oh,
they're again tea sets, so pretty.
Wow.
Actually, if you had tea today, you'd have used them today. Maybe next time.
Okay.
So yeah, they just sit.
But we can just
now.
start for the sake of it,
Exactly.
just so that I can use a spoon.
Let's do it. Why not?
You will understand why.
Yes. Why the hell not? Look at that. Oh, I feel like a queen already.
You feel like it. Oh, this.
Oh, can I help you?
No,
there
it's
you
fine.
Go. There you go.
Very
this feels
delicate.
nice.
Yeah.
This feels, actually using this spoon feels nice.
It does.
It does feels nice.
Wow.
Like I don't need to use it because I have other spoons, but it feels nice.
It does.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
So tell me something.
Yes.
As a boss, you've worked for how many years?
I've worked for actually 15 years now.
Okay.
Yes.
And what is that thing that drives you to be who you are today?
So I think for me, a couple of things drive me, but what is so important to me on a day-to-day that gives me that fulfillment, I think is the sense of service.
Okay.
You know, I'm a servant-led leader.
Okay.
I lead through service.
Okay.
I lead from the front.
Okay.
And I lead through inspiration.
Okay.
So that is what really gives me purpose.
Okay.
And that's what drives me in my day-to-day.
Okay.
At work and outside work as well.
Okay, because young girls are watching you today.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've had celebrities on the show, icons, politicians, but you're a corporate leader. And I want you to inspire a girl watching you today, and I want to be where you are.
Yeah.
I mean, you just mentioned you bought your own home. I think it's commendable. You decluttered. It means you've gone through the whole, you've almost reached self-actualization. In my view, just being in your space, I can tell you've reached it. So you are buying things, not you're not consuming stuff. You're buying things that mean something to you.
Yeah.
Look, give our girls or young people, our Gen Zs, young people looking up to you today, give them some tips and tell them what it takes to get to where you are, and inspire them.
Thank you. Thanks, Naila. And maybe you can do a cheers.
Yes,
so I can give let you taste your kombucha. I think, I mean, the road ahead it's a long road ahead, to be honest, you know, which makes it beautiful because it tells the young girls that they have time. One of the things that I think most young people, I don't know why we always think we don't have, it's 17, young people think they don't have this time.
Yeah.
So I don't, the concept of I don't have enough time to do this and this should not occur to you.
Yes.
Babe, you have time. That's the first thing. And if you have time, then I think the question is, how do you want to spend that time? Because that will then determine how you draw the goals that get you there.
Yes.
So I think that's the first thing, you know. And then, of course, from there on is driving that roadmap and deciding for yourself what kind of life you want to lead. I didn't even say, where do I want to work? I didn't even say that yet. I'm still at, what kind of life do I want to live? If I was to have children someday, what kind of, where do I want them to live? Why do I want, which schools do I want them to go to? You know, what kind of exploits, hobbies do I want in my future, 10 years from now? Those are the questions young girls should be asking themselves.
Okay.
Because once they're clear about that,
purpose,
if they have a hint of where, then now the goals become easier to set.
Yeah.
And they might look unbelievable at first. You might say, oh, I want to probably live in a high-end estate one day.
Yes.
I want to drive this car one day.
Yeah.
I want to build this empire one day.
Yes.
That goal is audacious.
Yes.
But the fact that you've identified it is the first step.
Yes.
Because most people don't do it until very late in life.
Yeah.
Then they're like, oh, wait, what did I want? What did I really want? I've done so much, but what did I really want? Did I want to live a lifestyle because, but why?
Why?
So
give purpose.
Give purpose to it. Maybe that's not what you, maybe you don't want to buy a Rolls Royce. Maybe that's not what gives you fulfillment.
Yes.
I just spoke about the declutter process. What I thought was was to give me the real purpose. Was not it.
Yeah.
Was not by far. So for me, that is what I'd start by saying. And then of course, clarity of goals.
Yeah.
Honoring your goals.
Yes.
Respecting those goals. That means you're going to give them effort.
Yeah, yeah.
Give effort to your goals, give them life, give them direction and meaning. And then from there, then you'll find the right doors to open for you. You'll find the right opportunities coming your way. And when they come your way, you will be ready for them, right? So I think for me, it goes down to those basic things, fundamentals. The rest of the things come with time. But that's the first step.
Okay.
You know, taking time to build those goals early enough helps a lot, removes lots of also time wasting, and also points it to the right people and direction as well. Yeah. I hope that helps a young girl somewhere.
No, it does.
Yeah.
Incorporate. You're very successful. I love what you've done with your space. And let's talk about your bedroom. It's equally very soothing, very calming.
Thank you.
And just speaking to you, I see how grounded you are. And it is very different because your furniture as well feels very expensive. You spent a good dime
I
on
did.
those pieces in
Yeah.
your bedroom, from the
Yeah.
cabinets to the bed,
I did.
and how you've even set it up. I love the layout.
Thank you.
Can you talk to me about the layout and the style?
Thank
and
you.
why that style?
Yeah. So I think one of the inspirations from my bedroom, especially,
Yes.
and maybe part of maybe the bathroom, I guess, but maybe mostly the bedroom,
Yes.
is I think is luxury hotels.
Okay.
Because I'm obsessed with staying in luxury. I mean, not obsessed with, but the idea of seeing how they pay attention to their rooms.
Yes.
It's crazy, you know. I
Yeah.
mean, and that's really inspired me. One of the trips to Abu Dhabi actually stayed in this hotel,
Yeah.
and I was just so inspired by how it was homely,
Yes.
but at the same time, it was very chic.
Okay.
And continental and worldly, you know, and I think that really sparked an idea in my head around that, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
again, lots of air, lots of space,
Okay.
but also like the curtain texture. Actually, I got that from one of the hotels in Nairobi. The design of that curtain and the texture, and I remember telling the designer, I want exactly. I took a picture. I want exactly this. So I think the bedroom is definitely inspired by luxury hotel style, and because it gives me the feel that I'm actually in a luxury hotel. Exactly. So I don't need to be in a luxury hotel. I'm already in one.
Every day.
Every day.
You occupy to
Yes.
luxurious.
Yeah. And that reminds me of the success that I've attained to date.
I like that.
Exactly.
One of the things that I've learned from you is you can recreate that hotel you love to go to in your own home. So you run and escape in your, like your home is an escape, really, when I think about it. And that's why you find most hotels and all these luxurious boutique spaces have this kind of look and feel.
Yeah.
Superiorly inspiring. Your style is very European. Are you dating one?
Why did I suspect you're going to be cheeky later?
Tell us all if you're taken. Yep.
Well, I'm not taken. I'm not spoken for yet. Bit in the dating phase, yes. But of course, I've dated a couple of Europeans in the past as well.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, and I integrate a lot with them by nature of the things I do in life.
Okay.
Of course, work being part of it, but mostly sports.
All right.
As I think you know now, I'm a polo player.
Yeah.
So
Hey, louder, please. Hey, I didn't hear that clearly. They didn't hear that clearly. What? You're a what?
wow, Naila, oh my God, now we need, what do you call it, the size of cats, right? So,
Yes.
yeah. So yeah, I'm a polo player.
Okay.
Yes,
I
of
love
course,
this bit about you.
Yeah.
Excuse me, when I grow up, I want to be a polo player. Ish.
Oh, I need to recruit you now. We need
Yes.
more black force female, actually,
I would
in the
love
polo
that.
fields.
Yes, I would
Yeah,
love that.
yeah.
Okay. So,
So,
did you
yeah.
say you're dating?
In the dating phase, so yes,
Okay.
dating,
Oh,
yes.
you're taken.
No.
Ah.
What do you mean taken? Taken is what? He's taken his ring.
Oh,
Naila, I see any ring on this
I'm not.
thing.
So he needs to put a ring on it, or somebody's gonna come for you.
Somebody is gonna put a ring on it, I guess.
Ah,
yeah, I guess.
good,
I
good. I love it. Ish.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And let's talk about your daughter's room, because I love how colorful and how brilliant and playful.
Yeah. Babylon, you mean?
Yes.
So that is Babylon. I guess I need to give every room a name, actually.
Yeah.
So I think that's now Babylon. So, and you know, it comes to the age and the, you know, that age of
Okay.
pretty princess
Yeah.
and discovering that, oh wow, my girl, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's the room where, you know, she has full expression of herself.
Okay.
That's a room I don't interfere with.
Okay.
I don't make noise about.
Okay.
I don't dictate.
Okay.
I don't. The only thing I made sure of was the bed, you know, low style bed for
All right.
safety,
Okay.
but also heavy wood for posterity. That bed can be used for years. Never spoke about buying things that last. So I also went for also plain white bed, not with pink stuff. You cannot re-edit.
Yeah.
So that can last for a while, and also
Yeah.
I can pass it over to
Yeah.
my nephews and nieces later who are younger.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think I love that space. When I go there, I'm the little girl. I play with her on the floor.
Okay.
We do doll things.
Yes.
And there's actually a Mickey Mouse there that my mom gifted to me over 20 years ago.
Fantastic.
And now I passed it to her.
Oh, wow.
And I hope she's gonna pass it to her children, because
Oh,
that
wow.
Mickey Mouse
Yeah.
is here to stay.
Wow.
Yes. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse.
I'm continuing with this conversation, sadly without you beautiful people. I love you so much. My producer says, Nyla, time is up, and you and I know we'll be seeing you next week at 8 p.m. on Thursday. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please follow Miss Alice. She's all about feminism. Please give them your handle.
So it's at The Sensual Feminine on Instagram.
Okay.
Yes.
There you go. Write to me, tell me what you love about this space, and if you have a beautiful space, kindly share with me your contacts, and we'll be there rolling with cameras at Miss Nylante. Fiercely in control, Madame CEO herself. Thank you for giving me a taste of Monaco. From the crew and I, God bless you, and thank you so much for watching. We love you. Meanwhile, let me enjoy my
Cheers, girl. Kombucha.
kombucha.